today I am going to discuss the new topic, that is important personalities. Okay, these important personalities are very useful for ethics paper in your UPSC mains examination, and also in your state public service commission examinations also, which will be helpful for your descriptive and also objective types. So these important personalities, today I am going to start with the person name called Acharya Vinobha Bhave. So why is the reason I have started this today? Because today there is a tweet in Twitter. Okay, ఇది నేను స్టార్ట్ చేయడానికి వన్ ఆఫ్ ద మేజర్ రీజన్ ఏంటి అంటే ట్విట్టర్లో ఈరోజు ఒక ట్వీట్ జరిగింది దట్ ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ నరేంద్ర మోదీ గారు హ్యాస్ ట్వీటెడ్ దీస్. ఓకే, పేయింగ్ హోమేజ్ టు Acharya Vinobha Bhave. So let us discuss who is this Acharya Vinobha Bhave, what is his contribution in freedom struggle of India, and what are the various movements he organized in India. Okay, and what are previous years questions of prelims and mains related to this Acharya Vinobha Bhave. So this is the introduction part. Acharya Vinobha Bhave, if you listen about Acharya Vinobha Bhave, the first thing you have to know about is non-violence. Okay, నాన్-వైలెన్స్ అనేది ఆచార్య వినోబా భావే యొక్క మెయిన్ మోటో కింద తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది. అండ్ హీ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో వన్ ఆఫ్ ద సోషల్ రిఫార్మర్ and leader of Indian independence movement. He has participated in various satyagrahas, which was also organized by Gandhi, and he also participated in individual satyagraha called Bhudan movement and also Gramdan movement. Okay, and coming to his early life, he was born on September 11, 1895 in Kaloba district in Maharashtra. What are his influences? He was deeply influenced by spiritual texts, okay, particularly Bhagavad Gita and also some philosophical outlook. You can see what are the various influences he was influenced by. More, he was mainly influenced by the spiritual text. So what is the major spiritual text here? That is Bhagavad Gita. And what is his associations with Gandhi? Okay, he was inspired by Gandhi. When did he inspired? He was inspired by Gandhi in 1916. ఓకే, ఎప్పుడైతే గాంధీ 1960లో బెనారస్ హిందూ యూనివర్సిటీలో స్పీచ్ అనేది ఇవ్వడం జరుగుతుందో అప్పుడు గాంధీని చూసి ఈయన ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యి హీ స్టార్టెడ్ దిస్ సత్యాగ్రహ మూవ్మెంట్ అలాంగ్ విత్ ద గాంధీ. Okay, after inspiration he also met the Gandhi in 1916 itself in the same year. Okay, so from there he started to engage in various activities, and you can also see here he also focused on various initiatives like khadi and village industries education and sanitation and hygiene. And coming to 1925, the Vaikom temple entry movement was started by him, and it plays a key role in his freedom struggle. Okay, this Vaikom temple entry movement was started in Kerala. What is this Vaikom entry movement? You can see here the entry of Harisans into the temple. So he played a key role in this, and the individual satyagraha which was done by him, that is Bhudan and Gramdan movement. Okay, so these are the various factors which was influenced by him. First factor is related to the Bhagavad Gita, and second factor that is influence from the Gandhi's Banaras University, and later he had met the Gandhi. What are the various constructive initiatives he has done? He gave focused on education, especially sanitation and also hygiene, and the major contribution in Vaikom temple entry movement to the Harijans in Kerala. Okay, the individual satyagraha he has done was Bhudan and Gramdan movement. And you can see here what is the way his role in the Indian freedom struggle. If you can see here the involvement in Indian freedom struggle lo ganaka chuste, he was closely associated with Gandhi and spent most of his time in Sabarmati ashram. And he has faced various arrests, that is multiple times he was arrested by the Britishers, that is during 1920s and 1930s. He also served a 5-year prison sentence in the 1940s. Next, what are its literary contributions? He has written many books. Okay, some of the books were Ishwarati and Shitaprajna Darshan during this imprisonment. So during his jail term, he has written various books, and he also participated in the Quit India movement. Okay, and remember this, the first satyagrahi who was selected by the Gandhi during the Quit India movement was Acharya Vinobha Bhave. And who is the second? The second satyagrahi who was Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, the first satyagrahi selected by Gandhi during the Quit Indian movement was Acharya Vinobha Bhave. The second Satyagrahi was Jawaharlal Nehru. And what is his religious and social works? He has done the following religious movements. Okay, the first one is Sarvodaya movement, which was majorly addressing the challenges faced by ordinary villages. Okay, and the next one is Brahma Vidya Mandir, which was established in 1959 in Maharashtra. So, this Brahma Vidya Mandir helps to empower the women and also promote the non-violence. And next important movement was Bhudan movement. This Bhudan movement was also called as land donation movement, which was began on April 8, 1951. Where it has begun? It was begun in Pochampalli village in Telangana. Okay, Acharya Vinobha Bhave traveled across various Indians across India. Okay, urging the landowners to donate 1/6 of their land. So, how much land he asked to donate to the landless people? 1/6 of the land. Okay, next Gramdan movement. He expanded efforts to encourage entire villages to donate land and successfully receiving donations from over 1,000 villages. So, here the major part you have to remember is the question may come like this. So critically discuss, okay, critically discuss about the Bhudan movement and Gramdan movement. So while the question comes like this, you have to write about when does the Bhudan movement was started, okay, who started it and what are its pros. That is you can see here pros whenever he urged to ask all the people, the land people, to give the 1/6 of the land to the landless people. So here you can see that economic equality can be reduced. So these are the some of the points you can address here in the pros. And in the cons you can see most of the land which was given by the people are not useful. So like that you can also write about cons. Why here we are using the cons? Why? Because we have asked the questions about critically discussed. When we are questioning about critically discussed, you have to write both positives and also negatives. Okay, and you later you can see his death. Okay, he was passed on November 15, 1982 after refusing food and medicine, embracing the Samadhi Maran practice of Jainism. As he is a he used to practice the Jainism. He himself was sacrificed by refusing food and medicines. So he died on November 15, 1982. And under his legacy, he was awarded as Bharat Ratna. Okay, when it is in 1983, that is after his death, Indian government has given him the Bharat Ratna in 1983. Okay, and what is its impact? He has influenced and contributed various social reforms like Vaikom movement in Kerala, Bhudan and Graman movement in Telangana. So these are various movements he was started. Okay, and you can see here literary works. We have already discussed about various literary works before, and here are some of the literary works he has done, including Swaraj Sastra is one of the major literary works, and Gita Pravachana and Tisri Shakti are also some of the literary works. Okay, and the other one is the third power. So these are the various spiritual and philosophical themes he have written. Okay, and finally conclusion you can see here, he is a very visionary, and not only that he is also an advocate who follows non-violence. Okay, he is greater influencer of Gandhiji, and he has a greater commitment. He almost went jail for 4 to 5 times, and 5 years of term he was imprisoned. And this Sarvodaya movement and Gramdan and Bhudan movements are really started by the Vinobha itself. So his legacy is going to to have a positive change for coming generations also to come. Okay, and see this is about the question which was given in previous year's question paper. Critically discuss the objectives of Bhudan and Gramdan movements. So you have to write about the introduction part. Introduction about what is Bhudan and what are Gramdan movements, where was it started, and is the main objective, what is the main objective of this Bhudan and Gramdan movement. Okay, which is initial and their success. So here you have to write about this prawns, how it was succeeded, and what are various factors like social factors. In social factors, how it was succeeded. In economic factors, how it was succeeded. You have to write it like that. And in the cons, you have to write, as we have asked about critically discussed, you have also write about the cons, that is demerits. So in the demerits, you write about what are the various demerits, even though he has done is there any demerits that was done, and finally conclude it with conclusion. Okay, and you can see the prelims question which was asked in the previous year. In the individual satyagraha in 1940, Vinobha Bhave was chosen the first satyagrahi. Who was the second? The second satyagrahi was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay.